I have a question for you. At what point do we as adults recognize that dressing up for Halloween is kind of stupid?
I don't know that I'm with you on this one.
Because I'm going to a Halloween party that I want to go to.
It's August. Who's planning a Halloween party?
A friend of mine who's actually been planning this since July.
Good Lord.
So I want to go, and the whole thing is going nuts, dressing up, doing your thing.
Right.
I don't have it in me to think about what to wear for Halloween. Last year, my costume was awesome, and it was literally a day of decision.
Damn,
where
that's bold.
My friends were like, let's go do trivia tomorrow. And I was like, okay, had not thought about a costume. And then they all were like, let's dress up. And I was like, shit, what do I already have that I can dress up as? And what I did was I wore a bodysuit with my tits out a little bit, or a lot of it, and a brown leather mini skirt, and I had an apron, and I had a platter that had a lid on it, and I went this, and I had the word cunt written on a sticky note, and so I was serving cunt. Yeah, hilarious.
That is hilarious. And you don't like dressing up? That's so funny.
But that was to go to a bar to play trivia. This is a Halloween party where people are hand making their costumes. This is a cosplay convention. It's basically Comic-Con.
Okay, well, that's great. Just wear what you want to wear. Do a costume like that.
Wow.
And it's funny.
So helpful. But I don't know what I want to do. Do you go the angle of being funny? When people are taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
Do I go funny? Do I go literal? What am I trying to do?
Let them go balls to the wall, literal, I'm a dragon, and they build a huge dragon costume with wings and shit. You could do something like that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's very you. It's easier, and it's funny.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe being a bookworm and bringing a bunch of books and dressing up as a worm. I don't know. Halloween.
You could ask people if they'd still love you if you were a worm.
Yeah, Halloween is just not my thing.
That's okay.
People go nuts for and I'm not saying that that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not telling people how to live. I'm just saying that when it comes to, hey, we're having a Halloween party and everyone's taking their costumes very seriously, I don't naturally love what that means for me. I'm not just oh yeah, sure, absolutely. It's an effort for me to take it seriously.
It is either effort and or money. My brother. Or both. So and that's the and part of that, and or.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so my brothers and Jacob's two best friends, that little foursome, and any significant others that they may or may not have, do a group costume for this one Halloween party every year that I also am a part of. And so actually they just texted a couple days ago. So not to make fun of someone who's planning a Halloween party already, my brothers are already talking about this.
Yeah, see.
And so we have one. They have a costume contest. They have an individual and then a couple's costume, then a group costume.
Sure.
We've won the group costume 3 years in a row or something.
That's so much effort.
They're attorneys, so they have a lot of money and they spend a lot of time. It's the one time that all their friends.
It's the one time that they have fun. Yeah. Also.
Yeah, and so. No, they're a fun couple, but the one time they get all their friends together in one place. And so my brothers like to do, we were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and I was Master Shredder. And then last year we were a bunch of Lord of the Rings characters. I was Gandalf.
Sure.
And so it cost me $80 to get the costume and it's whatever.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
But every time I go to that party, I have a good time. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
So
and it's really not going to make that big of a difference. It's not going to matter really. And I know it's the same thing as how I felt when I was making my outfit decisions for Beyonce. I know I won't be the best dressed person there. There's no way. So the pressure's off to be the best dressed person. But I do want it to look this person's throwing this party. This person's rented a venue, has a catering team.
Damn.
It's very serious. And so I want to
Who is this person?
I'm not going to tell you who this person is.
Invite me.
No. I had to buy a ticket. It's a real thing. So I don't want to just be a loser.
You could go as that for Halloween.
I could go as Michelle Visage. Because there will be several mini gays there.
Yes.
This is an almost gay only party.
That's awesome.
I could be Michelle Visage
Great idea.
Reversing her boob job. That would be kind of awesome. Anyway, that's it. I just as a theater kid, I would think that I would be more into Halloween than I really am, but I'm just not. You know what it is actually? Is because of when it falls, there was always football. There was always band competition or band practice or football game or something.
Sure.
And like there was always just a thing to be doing in my childhood at that time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like there was nothing else going on, so you can devote all your effort to Halloween. It was like, oh, and also this is a Halloween football game. But we weren't allowed to dress up because my band director was a piece of shit.
Oh, that sucks.
My band director, my band director has more in common with Abby Lee Miller than he didn't. He threw things at people. He called me into his office one time and told me that I wasn't a very creative person.
Great.
And that I should give up on the arts. I think about that a lot. Like, he was a pretty terrible person. So we weren't really allowed to, like, have fun. There was one time, and this, like, statistically has, like, almost never happened, but the high school that I went to beat the high school that Eli went to in football one year. And that, like, happened, like, 3 times since the school I went to.
The dawn of time.
Yeah. But it happened my sophomore or junior year, I think. And we were not allowed to rush the field with, like, the rest of the student body. Our band director made us stay. And then he got fired for inappropriate conduct with a student. My senior year.
There you go. There it is.
Right before our senior band concert, right before the end. Whoosh, whisked away. The real tea is that the person that they sent in to finish out the school year was his supervisor from Redacted University, that he came from. And his, like, program director who was directing us told my parents, who were Band Booster presidents, like, I recommended he not be hired. I don't know why he was hired in the first place. I knew he would be a bad teacher. I knew he would do this. And I told insert redacted principal's name not to hire him, and they did anyway.
That's crazy.
It was real tea, actually. I remember where I was when my mom texted me and said, redacted director just got fired. It was actually really crazy. So, anyway, there's... Maybe a can of worms I can open up again later. Need to have my sister on. And actually, my sister was graduated by that point anyway, so it doesn't matter.
She's probably aware.
Oh, yeah. Need to have my mom on one time at some point. Because my mom knows so much tea. It's crazy. And she's a Christian, which means she keeps it all to herself, which pisses me off. Anyway, ready to get started? Enough malingering. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, great. Welcome back to Pyramid Guys, Gals and Non-Binary Pals. My name is Amanda, personally, specifically. And consequently, funnily enough, I'm your host, really. If we're being honest with ourselves, every single fucking week, with the only caveat being except for the weeks that I happen to be unavailable and therefore am not.
I'm so lost.
Well,
I'm Eli,
right.
the dipshit participation trophy of co-host.
Participation, very slay. And that's Iggy.
Hello. Why is she staring at the door?
Because she misses her mom. She said, my mom went to a birthday party
Oh,
earlier
God.
and she left me alone and now I'm scared.
Oh, God.
The sounds that dog makes are like,
Hey, stand in the blanket.
they're awful. You ready to talk about your pyramid of life?
Yes.
E-baby, what you got, bruh?
No.
What's at the bottom of your pyramid, bruh?
I keep hoping you're going to forget about
No.
that.
No, I'll never forget anything.
The bottom of my pyramid is getting little annoying injuries, like a paper cut that I got the other day. I was at the gym. Look at this thing. Look at my thumb.
Ew.
Yeah, it's just I was like moving a weight off of a machine and a little piece and so I like got my thumb on a thing. I stubbed my toe getting into the shower today.
Yikes.
And that's what made it the bottom of my pyramid. I was like, I've just had a bunch of annoying little injuries lately.
One time I was doing leg curl, I think, and well, they both have the thing that's like the pull. You pull the pin and adjust the top thing, and it says on it pinch risk. I like pulled it and snapped it too quick, and it snapped on my knuckle.
Yep.
And it didn't hurt that bad, but my knuckle like turned black because it just like pinched. But it looked like I had broken my finger, but it was really just a pinch of skin, not like my knuckle broke.
You know what my actual bottom of the pyramid is?
Tell me.
When people say words like pinch wrong. You said it fine.
Oh, okay.
You know how that shit
I
you
know.
just did?
I was like, wait, what the
hate
hell
that.
is happening?
No, when people say
Okay.
like pinch.
Oh, sure.
Or instead of milk, they say milk.
Or button instead of button. That
Yeah.
one really gets me. Like a
The
shirt
milk
that has
thing,
buttons on it.
It's
Buttons.
milk. It's an
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
not milk. What do you do? Or pillow.
What cooks my grits every time is when Abby Lee Miller says your dance is entitled. No, it's not. It's titled. It's not entitled to anything. Your dance is titled cry.
You, Abby,
You are not
entitled.
the dance is not entitled cry. No, shut the fuck up. That pisses
She's trying
me off.
she's trying to sound fancy, and she's not.
It's not. That's just you're just sounding stupid.
Tell me about
I just looked at it and now I
Tell
can't
me about
remember.
your bottom, Amanda.
I was just looking back at it and now I can't find it.
You're looking back at your bottom.
Yeah. You said this a couple weeks ago, and this being the top of your pyramid, and the opposite of it is now the bottom of mine.
Oh, they're gonna say I actually hate the top of your pyramid.
No.
It's my bottom.
No.
The top of my pyramid is your bottom, actually.
Thank you. I've been working really hard on it. I got a recommendation for something from a friend who loved this thing, and I did not like it. And I felt really bad about it, but the thing is bad, and I don't like it. Sorry.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was it me?
No.
Okay, good.
I have other friends besides you,
That's not true.
contrary to popular belief. No, it was
That's not a popular belief. That is my belief.
It's a book that a friend recommended to me.
Dang.
And she was like, I love this book. And it was the book Vicious by V.E. Schwab, who I love. That author, I love her. And I was like, oh, okay, period. And I didn't like it for several reasons I'm not going to get into here, but this friend of mine loves that book. And it's a duology. There's a graphic novel. Like, it's this whole extended universe. And I had to come to her after like 10, 15% of the way through, and I was like, I'm struggling a little bit. I was like, it's not really the genre that I normally reach for, but like, that's totally fine. Not a big deal. Doesn't mean I'm not going to like it. And I was like, there's like a science component that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And she was like, well, don't think about it too hard. Like, that convention like doesn't really super matter. Just think about like the plot. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And then I got all the way through it, and she was like, did you like the book? She was like, be honest with me. And I was like, I don't think it was bad. I just didn't like it. And she was like, damn, I'm really sorry. And I was like, don't apologize. Like, that's your opinion. That's okay.
And also, not all art that you ever consume is
Yeah.
going to be just amazing and perfect and awesome.
Yeah, I just felt bad for not
Yeah.
liking the thing that one of my best friends loves. And then I didn't want to lie and be like, oh, it's great,
And
because
you
I don't
shouldn't.
really want to read the second one or the graphic novel.
Don't
so
do
if
it.
I said it was good, she'd be like, oh, you want to borrow my copy of Vengeful? And I'd have
Sure
to be like,
don't.
no, I don't actually. So, yeah, that sucks. Or like, I want sometimes, this is a safe space, Rachel's not here, but Rachel is a Taylor Swift girly.
I like Taylor Swift.
I am not here to tell anyone who to like or who not to like. She's the queen of white ladies. Who am I to weaponize being a white lady? Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I do not like her. But I don't make it my whole personality. And outside of this moment in time right now, I don't talk about it. Because that's not helpful. But, like, I want to like the things she likes. Because she would, like, take out a second mortgage to, like, support that woman. Like, it's crazy. And I want to get there with her. I want to like it.
Wouldn't you have to take out a first mortgage?
But yeah, I'm just joking. But like, if she'd had already,
I'm not joking, bitch.
if she'd already taken out a first one, she would take out a second one. But like, I just can't do it, and I want to be there for her. And she knows I'm not a Taylor Swift girl. I'm not lying to her. She knows. But I'm like, I'm really sorry. I just think that thing that you like is not that good.
I like Taylor Swift.
I think she's fine.
I do not think she's the greatest
Whatever.
artist of all time,
No.
nor singer or songwriter or whatever else. I think it's fun.
I think she's fine. Whatever. But I would like to get there with my friends who love their thing. You know what I mean? And I'm
yes.
like, inherently, who I am as a person, I don't like that. But I love that you like that thing. I love that for you. But I just wish
agree.
I could like the thing that my friends like. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't.
That's fair.
What's the middle of your pyramid, bruh?
The middle of my pyramid are sunny.
Look at this sweet
I
baby.
know,
Look at her.
dude.
It's the
The,
She's just so sweet and so little. Iglet. Iggy
oh, look at her little tail.
Hi, Big.
She's so cute. It's
Her mom's
crazy.
so bad. We're about to say the middle of your pyramid is the Sunny Angels.
No. What? What is that? Don't worry about
I
it.
can't. Yeah, I can't explain it to you.
It's
in a
sunny
short-
days.
Oh,
Where it's
okay.
like, it is, I love.
I went to a high school with a guy whose rap name was Sunny Days, by the way. Shout out Josh Katina, class of 2014 Sunny Days. Anyway, keep going.
Watch him write in. That'd be insane. No, just
I
like,
taught his cousin. Anyway, sorry,
like
not
it's
about
so nice. Like I'm sitting inside right now. It's beautiful outside. It's nice and sunny and bright, and everything feels happy or whatever. I stepped outside to walk Otis before coming over here. Immediately, sweat running down my back.
me. Yeah,
The moment I stepped outside.
yeah.
And that's why it's the
The
middle.
South
like,
always goes through this thing of like fake fall, where there's like 2 weeks where it's really nice and crisp in like August,
then
September.
it gets fucking hot again.
And we're like, yes, we're literally so back. No,
nope.
the weather is lying to you. We will not have fall until November.
We are literally sweaty back.
Yeah, literally. Not literally.
I'm bringing sweaty back.
I wish you wouldn't. I wish you would. What? Where are my notes?
These other seasons don't know how to act.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I know what my middle of the pyramid is, and this has to stay a safe space. Okay.
I'm gonna bully you, actually.
Okay. Well, my middle of the pyramid is being old on the internet. Here's my thing, and this has to be a safe space. I am 29.
29?
And also last week when I was talking about that girl at book club being on my dick and you almost spit your water out, best moment of my life.
You've got me a couple of times now.
Hilarious. But I'm 29. I know that the stuff that is new on the internet is not for me. I'm like getting too old for every bit of content to be relatable to me. Not every trend is going to hit. Not every like fashion thing I'm going to live for. You know what I mean? Like I know that about me. Like the target audience demo never changes, but the people change, right? So it's always going to be early 20s. I'm not in my early 20s. Thank fuck. So I don't know. And I follow and like and pay attention to influencers who are a lot younger than me. This was sparked by the Colson Loveland thing last week.
Right.
But you being like, he's 21. I'm like, fuck, that is like a reminder that I am getting old and the kids are staying young. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's like, it doesn't matter if I think Colson Loveland's hot. He's 21, I'm 29. Also, hey, he plays for the NFL. So, like, that's really what's going to keep us apart, not our age. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he lives in, Chicago or whatever the fuck, that's what's going to keep us apart, not the fact that I'm 8 years older than him. That's not the thing that's going to, deter our love. That's not what it is. I follow this, like, squad of triplets who are 22, 23 or something.
I think you've talked about
They
that
are
before.
significantly younger than me. I'm sorry, some of the funniest people I've ever seen on the internet ever. They're fucking hilarious. So the Sterniolo triplets, they crack my shit up. But I feel like a fucking freak watching their content because they're like literal children. And I'm like, am I weird? But then I'm like, it doesn't matter because we're separated by like screens, and I am just passively enjoying publicly available content made public by public figures.
Why
like,
is that weird?
I don't know. It just feels weird.
They're fully adults.
What gets me is when sometimes on my, because I discovered them on TikTok. I saw a clip of them getting into an argument, and that I have to show you at some point because it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, oh my God, that's literally like the perfect representation of what it's like to be a sibling. Like, that's it. That's so funny. And then I started following, this was years ago. Then I started following them on YouTube, and I like pay attention to them now. Sometimes on my For You page, I will get thirst edits of them. And that's where I'm like, all right, that's a child. I don't really want to see people talking about being a Chris girl or a Matt girl. Like, I don't want to see all that because I'm...
Two of the most generic names
I
of all
know.
time.
The other one's name was Nick.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Yeah, like, I don't need that on my For You page. I'm 29. You're a child. You know what I mean? I don't know. So being old on the internet is like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm just like a number in an analytic. I don't know them. I don't see them in real life, But I feel like, ooh. Sometimes.
Do you think that's just an internet thing? Because, like, imagine being, like, 70 and, like, going to see movies or whatever.
Yeah.
And you could see someone, like, I don't know, how old's Mila Kunis now? She's got to be, like...
She's, like, in her 40s, I think.
Yeah.
She and Ashton Kutcher are both
right.
in her 40s, yeah.
But, like, she's been hot forever, and so people, like... And so someone who's, like, 30 years older than her, are they weird for, like, enjoying watching her or whatever?
I think at a certain point, you stop caring about what's new, and that's where I haven't gotten to the point where, like, I don't give a shit about new music. I can't keep up with this shit. I haven't gotten there. I do care what is new on the internet and in media spaces. I do care what's new. So I think once I, like, stop caring about the new stuff and I just like the stuff I like and I don't care about what's new, then I won't feel weird about it.
Sure.
But for right now, I'm like, I actually kind of care.
Still clinging
Stuff's kinda funny.
to your internet youth.
My internet youth, yeah, for sure. One of the trends on TikTok right now is romanticizing 2016, which I like have such a soft spot in my heart for 2016 because I was a sophomore, junior in college during 2016. And yes, I went to Bible college, but the culture still extended to Bible college a little bit. And so, yeah, the clinging to my internet youth is for sure what's happening. I'm like, I care a little bit, but then I'm like, why the fuck do I care about this?
You know what you should care about instead? Bro, your nails look fucking dope.
Thank you.
Way.
I need to get them redone.
Well, they look good from over here.
Thank you.
The top of my pyramid.
What's the top of your pyramid, bruh?
I was getting there. The top of my pyramid is Iggy. The other top of the secondary top of my pyramid is that it is officially draft week for my fantasy football league. We're going to Knoxville this weekend. We have a lake house. There's a wing festival going on that we're going to go to. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so awesome.
Very slay.
And that's it. It's the best. It's my favorite weekend of the year.
My top of the pyramid is also friend oriented. I love having creative friends.
Ooh, yeah.
I have so many creative people in my life.
How many?
And like, for example, Liza, my child, is an asshole, and she gnaws on the blinds in this house.
Oh, actually, that's me.
Faux wood slatted blinds. They were very expensive from Home Depot. And she chews on the sides of them like a fucking Tasmanian devil wood chipper devil child. And a friend of mine, Rachel's man, has a 3D printer that he 3D prints shit you wouldn't believe. He's very smart. He's very creative. He's great. And I told him about this problem, and he also has a cat, and he's like, my cat also fucking sucks. I get it. And I
Liza doesn't suck.
She sucks. She has her own agenda, and that's the issue. Yeah. Her agenda items are like, be awful, take a nap, be rude. Like, that's it. Which, to be fair, same. I raised her to be that way. You'll notice she's not down here anymore. But anyway, I took a picture of it and I sent it to Rachel's man, and we talked about it next time I saw him, and I was like, can you 3D print like a little cap to go on the end of my blinds to keep her from doing that? And he was like, oh yeah, no problem. And so he gave me like 3 prototypes, and he was like, fit these on the blinds and see which one fits the best, and then I'll just run off a bunch of ones. Tell me what color you want. He like left enough space in the 3D model so that it prints like the negative space of the cap is the number, like it has a number on it. So he gave me 3 versions, and there's cutouts that says 1, 2, and 3, so he knows which one I liked the most. So smart.
Yeah.
When I'm going to this Halloween party, I'm going to ask all my creative friends, what the hell should I be? And we're all going to crowdsource ideas like we did for Beyonce. Like, I love that kind of shit. And the other top of my pyramid was going to be just like music in general, because as y'all know, as is well documented on this show, I do be loving music.
What?
And I love that like most of my friends are down to talk about it all the time and have like an interactive conversation of like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't see it that way. I saw this as this, or I thought this about that, or like talking to my friends about Drag Race. Like being in spaces of almost totally exclusively creative people is like very important to me, and like very life-giving to me. To like borrow that phrase from Christianity, it like fills my cup. You know
I was
what I mean?
about to say it fills your cup.
It does. Like talking to a creative person. I don't like to talk to people who aren't creative, sorry, but like that's just kind of the way of it. And I don't think creativity and being artistic are not the same thing.
Right.
Creativity and artistry are not the same thing. Because Rachel's man is a very like analytical, math-driven person, but he's very creative. He wouldn't say he's artistic. I wouldn't say that either.
He doesn't produce art.
Right, but he creates a lot of things, and I think that's really cool. So like the blend of, oh my God, all I do all day is talk about creative things with all my friends, and sometimes that's music, which is my special interest. It's just really cool. I love having creative friends. It's my favorite.
That is very cool.
Let me pull up these emails. We got many emails. One of them is from Bessie of the Pod, Pamela. She was talking about JoJo Siwa put out a new song. I have heard it.
Oh boy.
Listen, it's not good, but I can appreciate.
It's not the worst thing ever.
Well, and I can appreciate what it's about. It's self-referential, where she's kind of making fun of her previous decisions. Her,
I love making
dream
fun of her
guest on my
previous.
podcast, like that kind of thing. And she samples. Well, if you yell at me, I'm gonna cry. Like that's in there somewhere. JoJo, have you learned nothing? Is in there somewhere. She like talks. She kind of self-references and whatever. And I think it's an interesting choice. It's not a song I'm listening to like on the reg, but I appreciate what she's doing. Like period, bitch. I guess like whatever. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, we also had someone write in talking about the Biggest Loser documentary, Fit for TV, because I talked about it a couple weeks ago. First of all, thank you for sharing this email. It's very sweet of you. Per your request, I'm not going to read it out loud. But if you're a person who has body stuff, like most people do, if you're like sensitive to that kind of thing, I definitely would not recommend watching it. But if you watched The Biggest Loser growing up, like I did, you should. I had forgotten about this until I was watching it. The Biggest Loser was so on in my house growing up. I bought the theme song on iTunes, and I have it on my phone because my iTunes account's been the same since 7th grade. Yep. It was that serious.
That's crazy.
To be fair, I did listen to it the other day, and I was like, okay, this song kind of fucks a little bit. But it's not like...
Is that going on the Pyramid Bob's
playlist? No fucking way.
That would give people some PTSD.
It was so on in my house, and I still knew all the words. Like I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, dude! I fucking love this song." Anyway, so yeah, if you can handle it, I recommend watching it. If you feel like it might be a little bit too upsetting, like definitely don't, because it is like it's nuts. Okay, we have an email. The subject line is Abby's idea on the age and rotation of things by, you guessed it, King Tony.
Right.
Okay. Hi, Amanda and the criminal of a man that she lets in her house. I just wanted to give y'all some behind-the-scenes info on the interaction that Abby had with Kira about rotating out kids when they turn 14. So, in the last episode, we saw Abby and Kira have an interaction about basically pulling Kalani from the group dance since she was 14. She actually had a reason for doing this. I don't remember if it was on a podcast or in a YouTube video, but somewhere Abby talks about how when she was first starting the show, she had the thought of basically cycling through kids, and once they turned 14, she would basically like age them out, making them part of like a teen group, and then have a new kid who was at the bottom of the junior age division come in to like replace them eventually.
Okay.
So like that kind of makes sense.
Sure.
But, like, if production, like, doesn't follow through with that vision, don't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, don't bring it up. Like, what do you mean? To be like, oh, and what we could do and look down the barrel of the camera is do an idea that I recommended to production that they shut down. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But this was her, like, pulling the strings in the background. Okay. Okay, this is an email from Jess, who I don't think has written in before.
Hi, Jess.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I can say her name. Thank God.
Mom.
Can you imagine? No.
That'd be fucking crazy.
She says, "Hi, my love. Semi-long-time listener. Don't. I don't want to talk about how she didn't roast you. I don't want to talk about
that.
Keep
Keep
it to yourself.
No, I have to. I have to bring it up. That might be the first email since bullying Eli became a thing.
Yeah, probably.
That didn't bully me. Who is it? Jess?
Jess.
Immediately my favorite emailer.
Fair enough. Semi-long-time listener, first-time emailer, found the podcast during the infamous break, and I was shocked and gagged when one day I saw that there was a new episode. Thank you so much for tuning in before we came back from the break. That's very nice of you.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, hi, I'm Jess. You can say that, she, her, and I think I know a lot about dance moms, but in like a healthy love-hate relationship kind of way. So here's my info. Number one, I think you guys heard that this was originally going to be a 6-episode series, and that was then changed to be this monstrosity.
Oh, can you imagine how lucky would we have been?
We wouldn't have done a podcast about
right.
it. Look at Iggy. I just get overwhelmed by her sometimes.
You didn't see me, but I just pulled her over here.
She's so... If I think about her too long, I'm about to start the worst time of the month for me, which is the week before my period. And if I think about that dog too long, I'm going to start crying. She says, this is absolutely true, and it was meant to follow a new studio every season, I think, ? During casting, the producers were really interested in the stew dynamics because the moms were and will always be insane. They were already talking shit in the casting. Then after the iconic fight with Minister Dawn and Abby, like at the very beginning of the series, the producers began to realize that they struck gold and made them sign basically a blood contract to do more seasons. You guys also mentioned a few episodes back that you thought they would have done a lesbian love dance by now. So, somebody, I think the way I said that was kind of insane originally. They do that eventually. Where two of the girls fall in love with each other, which, like, period, but also their children. It's very strange. She says, I need a book review on Nia's book when that comes out because I am sat. Also, I don't know what type of books you like, but if you're bored, you should read Six of Crows and the sequel Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. It's like heist and crime and the main character is a brooding, emotional, closed off badass, and I love it. It might be written for high schoolers, and I don't care. I had a great time. Leigh Bardugo also wrote Ninth House, and somebody spoiled Ninth House for me, and I know how it ends. And so I never picked it up. Did Leigh Bardugo also write Graveyard Shift?
I don't know anything.
No, M.L. Rio wrote Graveyard Shift, who wrote If We Were Villains.
Any relation to Bianca Del Rio?
No, I wish. That would be so cool. Oh my god, I love her, but no. Yeah, I'm totally down. As long as I'm going to say something a little insufferable, and I recognize this is a very insane thing for me to say. Again, we're doing safe spaces today. I have a hard time reading books where the main character is a man. Sorry, I just do. I think that was part of my hang up with the book that I read that my friend recommended, is it was like two brooding, emotionally closed off, toxic men beefing the whole time. And I was like, I can't latch on. I'm so sorry. But if it's a closed off badass and there's like some sort of interesting quality to them that's not being a man, great. Even if they are a man, it just can't be that being a man is a big part of their personality. It needs to be something a little bit different. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know. This is Sassy. Oh, wait. Hang on. Oh, yeah. The Kelly's health stuff. Remember Kelly had cancer?
Yeah.
She doesn't have cancer anymore, but she does have to have open heart surgery now.
Fuck, man.
Post surgery, she has had a minute. Hang on.
Hello.
Hang on. I'm reading all this wrong. Kelly's health has been bad. If you haven't heard, she was cleared from cancer, but she had to have open heart surgery. And post open heart surgery, she has had a minimum of 4 strokes, fluid around her lungs and heart, and pneumonia. That queen is an absolute trooper, and we wish her all the best. That's very true.
Holy cow.
Yeah, crazy.
Kelly, if you're listening.
Yeah, shouts out, honestly. Okay, Pyramid of Life from a listener. The bottom.
Yes.
So sorry, the bottom is the fact that pets die. My cat isn't old, but he's actually the love of my life. And I don't know why, but a few days ago, I got hit with a wave of grief for my fully living cat because one day I won't be able to give him the biggest hug and spend time with the best little guy in the whole world. And I don't know how to get over that. Totally fair.
I've done that.
I feel that way about my animal. I feel that way about Iggy. Totally feel that.
Well, and LD, Edward's cat, that was like last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. The middle is school starting soon. I'm a computer science major and I #hate it because it's a suffocating amount of work, but I'm excited to be with my friends again. I'm excited to graduate. Get me the hell out of here. That's real as fuck. I didn't cry at either of my graduations. I was ready to go.
I didn't either, actually.
Or my third one either. I didn't cry at any of my graduations. I was like, okay, bye.
I will also say, if you're like dreading taking classes because you don't like the material, you might consider changing majors.
Yeah.
If it's just that it's a lot of work, like I like the thing, but holy hell, it's a lot of work, then great.
That's called adulthood. That's totally fair.
Keep trudging through it. But if you're like, I hate this and it isn't fun and I do not see any point in this, then girl, change your major.
Yeah. Real.
You can just do that.
Real. I changed my major several times, so that's very real.
My brother changed it like 8 times.
I think I changed mine unofficially like 3 or 4, but then like once it was like time to put it down on paper, declared, I don't think I did, but I changed a bunch before it mattered.
Yeah, I think Sam changed it 8 times, and now he's a doctor. He's a physical therapist, and he loves his job. And
he still says Dr.
He does. He looked forward to classes every day. He was thrilled to be learning what he was learning.
There you go. I was the same way. When I hit my junior year of college, my GPA went through the roof because I started to actually give a shit about what I was learning because I found a major that I really liked.
Yeah.
And the same thing was true when I was getting my master's, that like I really enjoyed the idea of learning about teaching. So my GPA...
And you got to hang out with me.
My GPA, Trevecca Nazarene University, you can catch these hands.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons. Chief among them being... My GPA when I graduated with my master's, it was a 3.95. Do you want to know why
Someone
it wasn't?
gave you an A minus?
Because someone gave me an A minus. And they gave me an A minus because of an attendance issue, because I had to miss one more than the allotted allowance of skipping classes because I had dress rehearsal for my actual teaching job that I had at the time. So I had to miss going to grad school to learn about being a teacher because I was busy being a teacher and I couldn't miss my dress rehearsal.
I
So I got an A
remember that,
minus.
actually.
3.95. Crazy. Anyway, I'm not bitter about it. Whatever.
Clearly.
The top is being this being a really successful summer. I feel like I've grown as a person so much, working really hard to notice and appreciate how far I've come, and I've done so many things I never thought I'd be able to. It's a really nice feeling. Period,
Heck yeah.
bitch. Hell yeah. Anyway, y'all are entering the Dance Moms dark age. Once they officially move to LA, everything becomes too insane, if that's even possible.
Oh, no.
And it's when so many fans stop watching the show altogether. I don't think I've ever gotten past like halfway through season 6, so good luck. Okay, I think that really is all I have to say. Amanda, you're literally a queen, and there are times where you're being too funny while I'm out walking around New York City giggling to myself and realize that I look psychotic and I need to pause the pod and make you hold on a minute. Never stop being you, period. Listening to you guys chat and be funny never fails to lighten my mood. Hi, Eli, I guess.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
And then Alexa, play Machu Picchu by The Strokes. Thank you for reading. Stay super freaky. I don't know if I'm gonna say it out loud. Fuck it. Thanks for reading. Stay super freaky. Have great vagina. Love you. Bye. Period. Period, bitch. Period. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to say that I'm gonna save this for next week because it's really long and it came through like 5 minutes ago.
That's awesome.
Okay, MF.
Have a great vagina.
No. Have great vagina, as in like that's
enjoy
the goal.
Oh.
Like stay smart. Stay safe, stay freaky, have great vagina.
All right.
Period.
I'll do my best.
Are you ready to get into the content of this week's episode?
You bet your bottom dollar.
Now listen, when I type in my goofy little computer notes, season whatever episode, who cares? I've said this before and I'll say it again. I cannot believe I have been talking about this fuck-ass TV show long enough that we're at season 5, episode 11. Because what the fuck do you mean?
In my notes, actually, because I've stopped viewing the episodes, it says season 5, episode IDK. And it just says that now.
For me, my back is killing me, carrying the weight of this podcast these days, and eyes to watch them. Season 5, episode 11, what do you mean? What do you mean? Because, like, the lore, I mean, I think people already know this, is that Eli being a permanent co-host was an addition, like, 2 years ago. But I did the podcast for several seasons where I had a different guest every week.
You did it for, like, a season and a half or 2.
I think I did it.
2 seasons.
I think I did it into season 3.
Oh?
I think, like, right at the beginning of season 3 is when I moved. I think. I could be wrong. I could be talking out my butthole. I don't know. But...
That's what Iggy does.
Oh, my God. Iggy speaks full sentences from her butthole. It's crazy. And they're all the words are slurs. It's, like, insane.
No, Iggy
but
would never.
it's just an insane amount of time has passed. And I've spent so many hours talking about this show. It's ridiculous. Okay. Season 5, episode 11, The New Maddie, question mark.
Oh, God.
Yeah, really get in there, Egg.
It's the worst part about
So
it
nasty.
Isn't the licking, it is her front paws. She's like, digging into my skin because she's like, I can't possibly get close enough to him.
Wicky picky. Everyone who's not watching the visual, you should. Write in and tell me, why does Iggy look bald? I ask Rachel that question all the time. Eli, why is it? Why does she look bald?
I don't know.
What is that? That dog is covered in fur. Why does she look bald?
Because it looks like she has like the male pattern baldness where like the sides are still there. Her ears are the side hair.
Yeah.
The top of her head is rather smooth.
Considering
And,
how
like,
wrinkly her little face
She is
is.
such a voluptuous dog in general. Like, that dog be having volume everywhere except the top of her head. She has jowls. She has, like, several neck rolls. She's Alyssa Edwards back rolls. Like, it's very
rolls.
real, but the top of her head, smooth.
Would you say it's the realness?
I would say it's giving big girl realness, for sure. I would like to say that.
Big bald girl realness.
Big bald realness. Stupid idiot. Okay. Season 5, episode 11, the new Maddie question mark. It's interesting
What?
that there's a question mark in the title.
Oh.
New Maddie? Question mark?
Ooh.
I'm not ready to do this. Okay.
Let's fucking go.
Here we go. Previously on,
We
have Kalani getting pulled from the girl group number.
Yes.
Maddie B nonsense. Holly doesn't feel like anybody likes her. Nobody has her back.
Jess literally has
Whatever.
her back.
Jess is there. Ridiculous. Also somebody left on our Spotify comments, I think, that we're allowed to think JoJo and Jess are cute and funny now. They were like, JoJo grows up to be a nightmare of a person, objectively true. At this time in this show, though, she was like an innocent child who was being silly and goofy.
She's fully 10 years old.
Yeah, I'm not speaking on who JoJo Siwa is today. I'm saying in this television program, she's very endearing. Her mom is kind of a monster all the time, but she's like
She's
kinda
a
sweet.
momster?
Yeah, I would say that she's a momster. For
You
sure.
would?
Yeah. It didn't make me giggle, but I would say it. It's okay. The day is young, Farmer. You've got plenty of time to say something stupid enough to make me giggle.
It's legitimately 6 o'clock.
Yeah, young. What the hell?
I'm
6
hungry.
p.m. I'm going to kick you out. This week, we're in Pennsylvania. The girls are in the den, and they're, like, walking past the front desk, coming in. Bryn is here, and her mom, Ashley, are here. Which you're allowed to like them. Don't roll your eyes. They haven't done anything wrong. They're just there.
It's just more drama. It's more people for Kira to be mad at.
That is true. I actually am kind of excited to talk about this episode, because something kind of nuts happens.
Whoa.
They're all wearing green. That doesn't really matter. They're all wearing this, like, emerald gem toned green, including Abby. It's like, I don't know. Maybe it means nothing, but I just thought it was kind of freaky.
Like St. Patrick's Day or something?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's Kendall's birthday. We find out that later, so maybe they were like, well, wear your favorite color for your birthday? I don't know. Tony, write in. Why were they wearing green? Abby addresses Bryn, and she's like, hey, ladies. Bryn is here. I'll turn it off in a second. Bryn is here because she is talented, and she has the talent, but not the training, so that she can get the training here. They like go into the den, and then they come into the mirror room, and that's where Abby says this. So she's like, Bryn's here, Ashley's here. She has the talent, she doesn't have the training. We can give her the training, whatever. Pyramid of children. Bottom of the pyramid, Nia. Obviously. Because Abby hates that child. And Nia had a solo that didn't place last week. So she's at the bottom.
That's the reason.
Unfortunately fair. Understandable, unfortunately.
Yeah.
JoJo is next. And it doesn't, what she says in JoJo doesn't make any sense, because she's like, JoJo, you didn't stand out in the group number, which is a good thing, and you're getting better at timing, and you're getting better at picking up choreography. Hey, what? Hey, so why is she there?
It sounds like a lot of good things.
But, like, whatever.
Alrighty.
Mackenzie is next, and Abby says she's doing really well at choreo comprehend for her age. She's like, you're picking up on choreo really quickly for how fucking young you are.
Okay.
Again, bottom of the pyramid is crazy, but whatever.
Someone has to be there.
I mean, I guess that's true. Middle of the pyramid is Kendall. Happy birthday. She's like, happy birthday, Kendall. And JoJo's sitting next to Kendall, and JoJo kind of goes like this, and she goes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's so cute. I'm sorry. I know she sucks. It's really cute.
She sucks now.
Happy birthday to you. It's very sweet. Abby says she was outstanding. What? Oh. She's like, you did a really good job with your solo, but it would have been a safer choice if we had left you in the group that Maddie isn't in. Or she's like, the fact that we put you in with Maddie is what gave you second place last week, and you should have been in the group that Maddie's not in. Does that make sense?
I guess.
That's what she says.
Okay. So Kendall is being punished for something that wasn't her call?
Also, wait, did Maddie have a solo last week?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense. Also, yeah, Kendall being there is, if that's really what it is, that's Abby's fault. So what?
When has Abby taken blame for literally anything ever?
No, like never. She's taking a lot of credit. She's never taken blame for anything. The next one is Maddie, and Abby says that she was in the group, and now the groups are all of a sudden starting to win. And she's like, maybe you being in the group is what helps us win. I don't know.
What do you think? Maybe your best favorite dancer being in the
Abby.
group is a good thing.
Abby. Be the most for real you've ever been in your life, girl. And at the top of the pyramid is Kalani. Not only was she overall teen solo last week, she was the overall highest scoring solo, period.
Go.
So, period.
Yes, sir.
This week we're going to Sheer Talent in Wayne, New Jersey. And guess who's going to be there?
No.
Yeah.
No.
My BFF, the Lommel for real, Kathy Nesbitt Stein. Who I love. I love bad bitch alert, diva alert. Kathy Nesbitt Stein is here.
I'm so annoyed already.
I'm so, when I see her fuck ass bob and I feel its power, I get like so excited to see her. Oh, also somebody DM'd me on TikTok, like the Nesbitt Stein administration, and it was a bunch of people from like the Dance Moms Extended Universe being like chief of Secretary of State, like the chief of the Treasury, whatever, Secretary of Treasury, like whatever. Kathy Nesbitt Stein is the president. So fucking funny.
Awful.
Let's see. Holly and her talking head reminds us of the beef between Abby and Kathy that we definitely know about. But we get a great clip of when Abby says to Kathy, I wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Kind of awesome.
And
Sorry.
I wouldn't walk over you if you were dead.
She literally, that's the next thing she says. I can't believe
know.
you remember that. I did not remember her saying that. I
talked a
would
lot
I would
about
step
that.
over you if you were dead on the floor. That's way
Whereas, like-
different than like the hyperbolic, if you were on fire, I wouldn't spit on you. Like, yeah, well, if you died, I wouldn't care. I'm like, whoa, okay. That's two different things that we're doing right now, but whatever. The solos this week, Maddie has a solo. It's called Vertigo.
Okay.
And Abby says that she's like, Abby says, don't forget you have a reputation to uphold. Hey, you won't let us forget it, bitch. Duh.
Yeah.
And she's like, by the way, I would like to let everyone know that the Chandelier music video has been nominated for 4 Grammys, which is great. I'm not taking that away from her.
Cool.
That's very slay. And Abby's like, you're a Grammy-nominated artist, blah, blah, whatever. She whips out one of these. Maddie runs up and like gives her a high five. Cut to Maddie's talking head, where Maddie's like, yeah, I can't believe that I get to go to the Grammys. And like, I can't believe that something that I was a part of is like nominated for a Grammy. That's awesome. Abby's not going to the Grammys with me. And she kind of giggles and she like tosses her hair and she goes, sorry, I just had to say that. She says, Abby thinks, because Abby says, I can't believe we're going to the Grammys. And Maddie, her talking head, goes, Abby thinks she's going with me to the Grammys. She's not going. And then she goes and she goes, sorry, I just had to say that.
That's incredible.
Fucking period, Maddie.
Let's fucking
thought
go,
that was
Maddie.
Awesome.
Say it to her face and watch her cry.
I know. I'm excited for the episode where they find out that. I'm sure they're going to get her an extra ticket or something. But I loved that little, like, moment of defiance. Like, in a safe space where she was like, sorry, I just have to say Abby's not going with me.
Abby, kicks down the door, eats
what do
the
you
cameraman's
mean?
head in
Yeah,
the
what do
talking
you
head.
mean I'm not going? The next solo is Bryn. She's doing a number called Diamond in the Rough. And Abby's like, because that's what I think you are. And the group dance is called Dancing in the Rain. And she's like,
Fun.
give some sort of something about like dancing in the rain of your life and whatever.
I hope they have umbrella. Although the last time they tried to use an umbrella, she was mad at Chloe. Oh.
Have you seen what show was that? Like the lip sync battle?
And Tom Holland does it.
I think about it all the time.
That occupies a significant portion of my memory.
I think about it all the time.
He goes so hard.
Yeah, he eats that shit up because
Yes.
because he was in a movie called, is it called Elliot? Or something similar to that, and it's about a bunch of like young boys who are in ballet school. And like Tom Holland is like the main dude in that movie. He like grew up dancing, so he like
Right,
has
clearly.
it like that for real. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Abby suggests to Nia and Mackenzie, she's like, you need to bring your sashes and crowns from the last time we were at Sheer Talent and they won titles. You should bring them with you. But the way she says it sounds like she's suggesting it. But then in her talking head, she says that they have to because they're giving out the awards as the title holders. So it's not your suggestion. They have to do that. What the hell do you mean? And then Abby like looks at Nia and she's like, you're like going to do it, right? And Nia like is staying there. Nia's like, what, 13? looking at Abby, looking at her mom, looking at Abby, looking at her mom. And she just kind of has like, and she has a little bit of Brooke Highland face.
Yeah.
Where she's just genuinely, or generally disinterested because she's a teenager.
Right.
And
yeah.
Abby's like, in her talking, it says like, you know, she had this sour look on her face. She's inheriting all of her mother's charm, and I'm not going to let that happen. And Holly, in real life, in the mirror room, Holly tells Abby, she's like, she's just standing there. Why are you upset about her just standing there? Like, what do you mean? Like, she can't do anything right. And Holly says, like, the underlying tension between you and my daughter needs to stop. The little, like, needling and the little comments about stuff she's doing or not doing needs to stop. Like, you have to stop. And then Abby goes, get out. And she dismisses to all the moms. They go to the Lido deck. But she says it like...
as though it's to Holly.
Oh, yeah, and it's like, well, it's just to go upstairs, but okay.
Yeah, whatever.
The moms are, like, giggling and chit-chatting. Unfortunately, Jess is back on Team Holly. Don't piss me off. But at the same time, Jess is right, because I'm also Team Holly right now. And she says, like, yeah, it's super weird because, like, if, she says, like, Kira was standing right there, and Kira had the same expression as Nia did, and Abby wasn't jumping down her throat because she looked like she had a sour expression on her face. So why is it that the rules are different for Nia? Jess, stop making valid points.
Yeah.
Piss me off.
She's kind of like, this is like 3 episodes in a row, kind of, where she's like, hey.
It's
like,
annoying.
All right.
And then Melissa and her talking at us like, there's a lot of tension with Holly and Abby already, and now we're adding Kathy, and it's just going to make everybody's lives more difficult, and she's just nervous and whatever. Then we cut to the Candy Apples Dance Center for the Arts, whatever the fuck.
I felt it coming.
Aaron the Baddie is back. Aaron the
Hey.
Baddie guest choreographer. She has returned, and she is talking about the time that when they were in LA and she whooped Abby's ass like super hard.
Bow.
And so she's like, I'm here to help Kathy also whoop hella ass with Abby. And Kathy's like, you know, Abby had to come back to Pittsburgh because she just wasn't ready, and she like wasn't ready for LA, and LA ate her up and spit her out and whatever.
I mean,
a
little bit.
And also, to be totally clear, it wasn't LA. It was allegedly cocaine. So, like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, do you know what I'm saying? How Abby, because allegedly Abby was doing coke while she was in LA. That's why she was acting like such a freak.
Oh.
We've talked about this before. But yeah, she was doing, like, that's why she was, like, really, really unwell and, like, showing up and then not showing up and, like, where the hell is Abby? Why is she freaking out? Because allegedly it was snowing for Miss Girl. And so it's not LA, it's like Abby. You know what I mean? Those girls probably would have done really well in LA if they had like had a teacher who wasn't on coke the whole time. Allegedly. And we cut back to the Abby Dance Company, like the squad, and we see the group number, and Abby acts like she doesn't know who Kathy is, where she's like, Kathy is gonna be there, and she's like my rival supposedly, and so we need to like, you know, start to care about, you know, how her team does, I guess. Rachel.
We're so back.
Okay, what was I talking about? So yeah, Abby's like, who's Kathy from the Candied what? Like, she's acting like she doesn't know who Kathy is. It's like,
that's
really,
incredible.
It's like kind of funny. And Abby is like getting on Nia about her technique and just like kind of being generally a nightmare. And the moms are up in the Lido deck, and Ashley is like, so what's like going on with like, she's like, this vibe is like odd. Like, what's going on with the Nia thing and whatever. And so like all the moms like fill her in about the tea. And Jill stupidly, probably because she was asked to by a producer, ask Holly if she wants to go down and talk to Abby about everything and like cut the tension.
Never once.
And Holly says, I have no desire to do that even a little bit.
Great response. Great.
Period.
She knows that has never once ever worked.
No.
It has not ever made something better.
It's proven arguably to make things a lot worse.
Every time.
And it's also, I feel like it's always Jill who asks the other moms if they want to go do that. Jill, when did that work out for you, bitch? It never did.
I will say Holly and Christy have done that to a couple of new moms.
Oh,
it's like, yeah, you should go talk to her and go stand up for yourself. And they do. And then they're like, she's in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Abby is with Maddie and Bryn, like working on the solos, and she asks Bryn if she feels nervous about going up with someone who's like a Grammy-nominated artist. And Maddie speaks up and she goes, I'm nervous. And she goes, Bryn has great technique. Abby thinks that's the funniest thing she's ever heard.
What?
Like,
What?
she cackles with laughter. Like, she thinks that Maddie's like, oh my God, girl, you're so funny. We can't take you anywhere. Like, it's so...
And Bryn's sitting there like, what was so funny about that?
Creepy. And Abby's like, well, she says that she wants to push both girls, that they're going to go, like, you know, iron sharpens iron, whatever.
Right.
And so Abby starts running Bryn's number and, like, gives her a correction. And then she's like, let's do it again. They do it again. Bryn takes the correction and keeps going. And Abby looks at Gia and says... It's great that she listens. If that were Nia, we would have to make like 14 more changes and probably strike the whole thing.
She's not even in the fucking room right now.
No. And Jill is like, hey, what the hell was that? You know, in the Lido deck. And Holly's like, that's just how she is. She hates my child. She hates me. She's going to take any chance that she can get to make sure that Nia catches a stray. Like, that's just who she is.
It's so crazy, dude.
And Ashley is like, that's really interesting because... I don't see Abby that way. Like, she's been really nice to me and really nice to Bryn. And we, like, get a snippet of Abby telling Bryn, like, oh, you've inspired me. And the original moms are like, that's how she is with everybody.
Yeah.
Every new person, she over compliments. She's like very flowery, like very that.
To make the rest of us look crazy when we tell you that she's evil.
And Ashley says, oh, it's okay. I think you all are intimidated by Bryn.
Oh.
This is now, I would like to remind the class, this is now the third iteration of this line of logic. We got it from Kira with Kalani. We got it from Jess with JoJo. And we're getting it from Ashley with Bryn now. That the reason that y'all don't like Abby, or you're telling me that Abby is evil, is because you're afraid that my child is going to come in and beat your child. That is obviously not the case, and you're just falling in lockstep with like the predicted pattern of behavior.
Yeah, you think
just
you're
the new
really
fun thing.
You think you're doing it to him, and you're not. You're
not.
You're just like every other new mom that's
Right.
come in here. Sorry, dude.
And Jill in her talking head says that she doesn't feel threatened; she feels territorial. Hey, that's the same thing.
Jill.
She says her actual words are, I don't feel threatened. I feel territorial. She says, Bryn got a solo, and that solo could have gone to Kendall. Hey, that's feeling threatened, Jill.
Yes.
Like that's,
also, Kendall's gotten so many solos recently.
yeah, like, chill out. And Ashley gets called down. Abby's like, Ashley, come here. And Abby tells Bryn that, like, she says to Bryn's face, Abby says that God made her to dance. Such an incredibly harmful thing to tell anyone, that a higher power made you to do a specific thing.
She's going to fly away if she gets any more smoke blown up her ass.
Especially a child. Like, don't
That's
stop
so
telling
weird.
people they were made to do something. Like, shut up. That's so corny and annoying.
Yeah.
Abby then also tells Bryn that she's special, and she doesn't say this to everyone. That's, like, I know we've said this kind of, not joking, but, like, this is the moment where I am taking this, like, actually very seriously. This is not hyperbolic at all. We're watching, like, narcissistic child grooming. That's what that is.
Yeah.
You're special. I don't say this to everyone. And no one else likes you. Because then she says, you don't want to give the other moms are waiting for you to fail.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm supporting you. It's, like, textbook child grooming.
Yes.
We're, like, overly flattering, making them feel special, and isolating them. What
Check,
is
check,
happening?
and check.
It's so freaky to me. It's so weird to, like, watch it be happening on, like, in a form of entertainment of, like,
Yes.
oh, Lifetime TV, LOL, watching narcissistic child grooming is crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. She's isolating them. She's telling them everybody wants to see you fail. I'm supporting you. I think you're special. I don't say this to everyone. I hate it. It makes me feel like I need to take a shower. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. We are back to the candy apples.
Ugh.
And we're doing a number that's called Torn. And the gimmick of this number is that your lead girly has, like, a skirt on that occupies, like, half of the stage in fabric. It's supposed to be this, like, cool visual thing and whatever. Kathy says that she's worried about this kid named Lucas and like whether or not he's focused. He's the kid who told someone to shut the fuck up or something, or called someone fucking stupid. Remember when they got into a fight? It's him.
Oh yeah, fuck that kid.
And his mom.
And he
Bridget.
lied about it.
Yes.
Like hard.
No, I didn't.
Like, brother,
yeah.
you are on camera.
Yeah, roll the literal film.
Four people saw you
Right.
and heard you say it.
Right.
You
and
little
so,
psycho.
And Kathy's like, hey, Bridge, what the hell's going on with your son? And Bridget's like, well, Lucas is having a hard time like staying focused because he knows that you play favorites with the siblings that are in the group. And Kathy's like, yeah, I play favorites. They're a lot better than your kid is.
God damn.
And she's like, that's just kind of how it is. And you need to get over it. Isn't that crazy?
That's a fucking Abby thing to say, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, Lucas can't focus because he's too busy lying about shit.
Yeah, true. And Kathy is like, says basically that's just life, and that in her talking head she says that Bridget needs to chill out. Oh, crazy. Go back to Pennsylvania, back to Pittsburgh, and the ALDC girls are in the den like by themselves, and they're like looking around. I didn't start a timer. God damn it.
My one job.
Your literal only thing you have to do. Fuck. Okay, anyway. The girls are in the den, and they're looking for Nia. They like don't know where she is, because they're like, she's running late. And one of the moms, or one of the girls says, well, she said she was going to be late, but she'll like be here eventually. And they're all talking about how they're worried about Nia and Holly. And Kalani says, well, I bet it's really hard to want to come to dance when you keep getting punished because of something that your mom did.
God, Kalani. Hell yeah.
Period. And Maddie says that she thinks that the situation between Abby and Holly is getting to the place that the situation was between Abby and Christy. And she says that she's nervous.
It's not quite the same, but it's showing signs, definitely.
Yeah. And then Maddie in her talking head says she understands why Holly, she's like, I understand that Holly is standing her ground, but she says, we all know that if something goes bad with Abby, nothing goes well for the rest of the day or week or month or year.
That is true.
Kind of funny. Then we see Maddie's solo rehearsal, and all the girls are like in there watching, I think because of time. And Abby says in her talking, and she's like, Maddie has so many things that she's doing, so many professional commitments, that I think that she might be resting on her laurels. What? That doesn't make any sense. How can you have all these professional commitments and then be slacking? What do you mean? Huh?
She's thinking because she has so many things going on. She's like, oh, I don't even have to try. I'm just so famous. And I have everything going.
She later on says, which the other iteration of this thought pattern I think makes sense, where she says she's been doing so much and like so professionally committed that she hasn't been training. Her training's been suffering. Sure. But you can't say out of one side of your mouth that she has so many professional commitments, and then out the other say, and she's resting on her laurels.
Yeah.
Her training is suffering, I get, but she's not slacking off because she's overcommitted. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. The moms are in the Lido deck, and Jill asks Ashley, Bryn's mom, how did your chit-chat with Abby go when she called you down yesterday? How'd that go? And Ashley was like, I don't know, it's like, now that you mention it, it was like kind of odd. Like, she was giving Bryn like a lot of compliments, like being like overly complimentary.
Right.
And Abby, or
amazing
Holly,
that she acknowledges that.
I know. I think it was because the other moms pointed it out and were like, she says that to everyone. And then she went down and she was like, oh, this is kind of like overly complimentary. Huh. Yeah. Holly reminds Ashley that she's just a guest. And Jill asks Ashley, thanks, Holly. Super not helpful. Super not needed. And Jill asks Ashley, like, what do you think about the solo? And she's like, oh, I think it might have a chance of beating Maddie. Girl. All right, whatever. I mean, I love your optimism, girl. But then all the moms are like, hey, the system's rigged against you.
Yeah, by the way.
Like, there was this time in my life where there was a guy who I knew who was like coming on to me and hitting on me, and I did not like him. And then a friend of mine was talking about how she thinks that she and this man are like going to be like happily wedded forever. Ooh. And that they're going to fall in love because of all these things he does. And I had to tell her, I said, well, what does he do that's so like the best? And she was like, well, whenever we hang out, he does this, this, and this. He'll tell me this thing. He says this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I have to tell you, in Peace and Love, he says the same thing to me. So you're not special. Like,
this is
not.
What's his bucket?
Yes, this is not like. He's not. You're not special. Sorry, you're not. He's doing the same thing to me.
I think you're special, not to him,
I think you're
though.
awesome. He does not think you're unique, or he's not treating you in a unique way. He's doing the same thing to me, but I'm not receiving it well because I don't like him. So he stopped, and then he started doing it to you. But on paper, he's been doing the same thing to both of us. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, yeah, girl, I'm really sorry. But it feels like this moment where, like, the moms are like, you think you're special to her? She says that to everyone, girl. You're not special. This is just the next bright and shiny new girl that she can talk to. She's going to say this. Like, you're not special.
I have a question. How do you feel about, like, say you start dating a man. I know, I'm sorry. Let's say that happens.
Uh-huh.
And he takes you, he's like, oh, this is, like, my favorite spot.
Uh-huh.
Or whatever, like go out to get drinks, and like that becomes y'all's spot, and then you figure, then you like figure out, maybe he tells you, maybe you just figure it out. He used to take like an ex there all the time, and it was their spot beforehand. Would that feel gross to you?
I don't think it would feel gross to me.
Well, you start telling people like, oh my God, this is our spot. We love going here. Blah blah blah. And then you realize, oh, he actually took the...
I think it would depend on the framing from the man. So if he told me something like, I just discovered this place, or
like,
something like that.
I love this spot. I've been there so many times. I would love to take you there. Totally
fine. Because there's no lie there. If there's like a lie of him saying something like... I don't know, because that's happened to me before and it didn't bother me.
Yeah, same.
Because I know that's like his favorite place, and the commonality between me and the ex-girlfriend is the person that we've dated. Duh. He likes going there, and he takes his friends, he takes his parents when they're in town, he takes the girls he dates. This is a place he really likes. If he had told me like, this is like... I don't know, if the framing was a little bit more specific, like, oh, I just discovered this, I don't really take a lot of people here.
If he lied about it,
then that would be, like, kind of, like,
Right.
But if he likes going there all the time, and we go there all the time, and I like it and he likes it, who cares?
I would agree. I know there are a lot of people who do not agree with that.
Which is fine.
Yeah, they're like, no, because, like, part of why he likes it is because he has a lot of happy memories with his ex here. And
sorry.
Which, again, I think it's a little silly, but there are a number. I've seen like this on the internet. And there's
that
this
was
woman,
Eli's fault, not mine.
So, yeah, there's
microphone sound.
There's this woman on the internet. Her name's like Kate something. She's she's so funny. I'll have to show you this woman. She's so funny. But she'll do like pretending to be like the crazy spouse about like the fact that her man has dated other people before. And she's like, he's like, yeah, we're going to go out to dinner at this place. And she's like, oh, yeah, you take all your exes there? Is that why you like it so much?
I mean, I get it. And, like, I definitely get freaky when I, like, get a sense of, like, something like that. I'll latch onto that kind of idea, like, whatever. But, like, in general, no. Like, what am I going to tell him, that he has to buy a new mattress every time he dates a new girl?
Thank you.
He had great sex in his bed with somebody who's not me. Like, why do I give a fuck?
Right.
That's not my business. Sorry. I don't know.
Every time you date someone and you go to a restaurant with that person, if you break up, that
guy
can't
allowed
go
to
to
go
the
here anymore?
Yeah,
like,
right.
That doesn't make any sense. If he lied to me and said...
Then it's weird.
I didn't know about this until recently, or like, whatever, then I'd be like, okay, that's like kind of freaky. And I would just like talk to him about it and be like, why did you feel the need to make this like our thing when it's obviously not?
Yeah.
You could have just said this is your spot, and I would feel lucky that I get to be here with you.
Right.
Why? I don't know. Why would I give a shit about that?
I've just seen a lot of people get really upset about that and feel weird.
Who was it? Was it Nicole Byer, I think, recently did a stand-up bit where she was like, I started dating a guy and I was wondering, like, we've been on 3 dates. What happens if he dies tomorrow? Am I allowed to go to the funeral, or is that weird? And she says, and then let's say I do go to the funeral. Should I talk to his mom? Am I allowed to meet his mom after our 3rd date if he dies? And like, I totally understand like a sense of like being illogical in a relationship. Totally get that. I don't know if that's something I would freak out about, though.
That's funny,
if
though.
it were me, personally. Anyway, we're back from... Oh, I didn't say commercial, but we're back from
Commercial.
We get the group dance with the Abby Lee Dance Company, and the moms are like, hey, this is, like, not going well. This group number looks like ass.
That's been happening more and more recently.
Yeah, they're like, their timing is really bad. It looks like they don't really know what's going on. And the moms are talking about how, like, they all hate Kathy, and it's like, well, the Kathy thing is stressing us out, and everybody, whatever.
Do they hate Kathy, or do they hate how poorly Abby and Kathy behave when they're around each other?
I think it's that.
I hate being around Kathy, not because Kathy sucks, but because it brings out the literal worst in Abby.
Yes, I think it's that more than anything else.
Wait, can you imagine if they all went over and joined the Candy Apples?
That would be awesome. Remember Kendall was that way for a while. She was jumping back and forth.
Hopping.
Remember? Studio hopping for real. We get to the day of the competition. And we get the screaming fans freaking the fuck out with their signs and everything.
Oh, they're not holding apples this time?
No, not this time.
I still maintain that was a great move.
Kathy has a bullhorn.
Oh, God, no.
Not a megaphone, which everyone says it's a megaphone. A megaphone is unelectronic. It's analog. You just hold the thing. A megaphone is a bullhorn. I mean, a bullhorn is the electrical thing. A megaphone is analog. Kind of pisses me off that everybody says, yes, that's a megaphone. A bullhorn is the electric thing that has the siren on it. Anyway, whoop, whoop. Kathy has a bullhorn. She has a fur coat on. She has giant sunglasses and a dream. She's marching down that hallway, stomping down that hallway like Naomi Smalls on the Drag Race runway.
Oh, don't you dare compare Kathy to Naomi. Don't you dare.
Popping her shit.
Naomi Smalls, an absolute queen.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolute queen.
Gorgina Aguilera. Kathy takes this like selfie with the fan who has an iPad. So she's holding her iPad and taking a selfie. It's like pretty funny.
Like a small TV.
And Kathy whips out that bullhorn and starts like screaming into it in Abby's face. Which, to be fair, is really fucking annoying. I'm Team Abby in this moment a little bit. Like, that's
I'm never Team Abby.
Super annoying.
No, do it to Abby.
And Holly in her talking head says the only thing worse than Abby's annoying voice is Kathy's in a megaphone.
I couldn't agree more.
But yeah.
Yes. Kathy's voice is more annoying than Abby's.
And then they're walking through the hallway and Kathy is like screaming different things into this bullhorn after them, which is like so stupid and annoying. And it just walks into the ALDC green room with the bullhorn, and Kira looks at the camera person. She goes, I want to take that megaphone and shove it up her ass. Like, Kira, Jesus
snap.
Christ.
Dude, Kira's not fucking around ever.
Also, Kira is silent this episode, except for that. That's the only thing we hear out of her.
Hell, she's one for one.
Kira, you know what I mean? There's something in there about here and the way that it almost rhymes with her name and whatever. I don't know.
Yes.
Abby walks to Kathy, and Kathy's like, don't come over here. Kathy's, a little bit me. Because she's like she's so dramatic. And a dramatic baddie recognizes that in another. But Kathy, you're getting on people's nerves. You have to shut up. Like, you really have to stop.
Agreed.
Abby walks over to her and, like, brushes past her. Kathy whips out the bullhorn and is like, she touched me and ran into me. And Abby looks at her and goes, stop. And then looks at the producer and she goes, I've had enough. I can't do it. And just, like, walks out of the room.
Wow.
So Kathy's, like, trying to egg her on. And Abby's like, I can't do this with you today.
Not
like,
right now.
You're pissing me off. Yeah.
Abby's having cocaine withdrawals.
Probably, yeah. She's like, I can't think about this. I have to think about all the scams that I'm running and stealing people's money. Abby says the best way for her to be satisfied is going to be to beat Kathy. She's like, I'm not going to give in to Kathy's bullshit. I'm just going to beat her up. And, like, that's what we're going to do.
Beat her up?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. No, she doesn't say that. One of the Candy Apple's moms, I'm pretty sure it's Bridget, says, I know it's Bridget actually. She walks into the Candy Apple or the ALDC green room. She just walks in, which, like,
don't do that.
Don't understand how these people can just walk into these rooms like that, but whatever. But Bridget comes into the ALDC room and she's like, just wanted to say, break a leg, have a great show, whatever. And Abby's like, thank you, I really appreciate that. And she's like, Bridget's like, I'm gonna have sportsmanlike behavior even if my teammates won't. And Abby's like, thank you so much, I really appreciate that.
Whoa.
Bridget turns around, opens the door, Kathy's right there. And Kathy goes, oh, So what are you doing in that room? What were you like, doing exactly? Like, what's going on? Like, what were you doing maybe? And Bridget's like, I just wanted to wish them good luck. And Kathy's like, you're a traitor. Like, she explodes. And let's see, Kathy, asks why she's understood. She just wants to be a good sport. And Abby, like, gets on her case about it, but it's not. It doesn't really turn into anything wild. But she's just like, you're a, whatever.
You're a traitor.
Whatever.
How could you?
Yeah, like, it's like we're going to war. Like, it's just not that serious. Okay. Performance time, bitch.
Here we go.
Maddie goes first. Abby in her talking head says that because of all the shit she's been doing, her training's been slacking. We already talked about this. She needs to lock in because of Bryn. She goes, it's great. She performs her solo. She eats. She slays. What?
Didn't you say a while back that
Probably.
typically I do say sometimes.
I do be saying a lot of shit.
But a while back that whoever goes first in the performance tends to lose. Or, no, whoever goes second tends to win. Save the best for last.
The opposite.
No. You said that.
Oh, I don't know.
You said whoever goes last.
That was somewhere
tends
in
to
an
win.
email. But yeah.
Someone said that. I can't help but notice. Maddie's going first.
Maddie's going first.
Uh-oh.
Bryn goes next. Her song is like shit from a butt. Her song is like actual shit from a butt. It's crazy. And Abby in her talking head says that Bryn is the type of dancer who's going to give Maddie a run for her money.
See, and the fact that the title of the episode is called The New Maddie ? It just, oh boy.
Hey, you never know.
Oh boy.
The girls get ready for the group after the solos, and Abby gives this like inspirational speech about dancing in the rain of your life and whatever. Who gives a shit? Abby says to the girls, "Win this for me, please."
No.
No.
Win it for you.
No, I don't like that. I don't like
Go
that
out and
even
do
a
your
little
best.
bit. No.
And if you do your best, you'll probably win.
No. Kathy says something really similar to her kids. There's lots of this generalized, like, we need to dance. It's been a tough season. Kind of, whatever.
All that shit.
Group number time. Abby and the Dance Company groups first. It goes really well. And Abby, her talking head, is like, we kind of ate that shit up a little bit.
Did they spray milk all over the stage? Because when they filmed Singing in the Rain...
Oh, yeah, they did
used
use milk in a rain machine instead of rain. That's, like, pretty common, actually. I was thinking about that when we saw Weapons, and James is walking through the rain. I was like, I bet that's diluted milk.
Milk.
But they didn't. It's also dancing in the rain, not singing in the rain. So, no.
Well, but it's still, like, it's probably the same thing. The same idea. What?
No, sure, totally.
What do you...
What's wrong? Huh?
The original thing was Singing in the Rain.
Yeah.
They're doing a
but
dance
this
called
group number is called
Dancing
Dancing
in
in
the
the Rain. Yeah. No, you're not missing anything.
Wait.
Then the candy apples go next. I think the problem with the candy apples in general is, like, they do too much. They try these, like, high concept, linear plot. There's, like, 7 different characters, costumes. Like, you don't have that long.
You know what's funny?
What?
Is Abby tries to do that shit, and Kathy actually does it.
But I don't think Kathy does it well.
Right. But
know what I
Abby's like, this is innovative and challenging,
yeah.
and it just isn't. Whereas Kathy actually is doing, like, really challenging.
Yeah, but it's too much.
Right.
I don't like it.
I'm not saying it's a good thing,
Yeah.
but, like, Kathy's doing the thing
What
that Abby
thinks
wished.
she's doing. Yeah.
Yes.
I think Kathy needs to talk to someone and get
I agree.
connected to, like, an SEGC group. Because I think her concepts would do really well as, like, floor routines for winter guards because
Maybe.
you have longer. You have, like, 5, not even, you have, like, 3 minutes.
At best.
It's like you don't have all this time to convey all of these different characters, this linear plot line, the gimmick of the costume. Like, you just don't have all that time. It's too much. But if you have, like, a 3-4 act floor routine, you might be able to, like, really cook. You know what I mean?
sure,
I
yeah.
just think she should do winter guard and not dance. I don't know. That's just me. Oh, fuck me. Hang on. I do
Timer.
this all the time. No, it's...
You clicked your notes and
I
it scrolled
clicked
to
my
the top.
notes out. Clicked out of my notes.
We're talking about the Candy Apples group. Candy Apples. Bam, 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 bam.
Hang on.
That's their theme song. And then there's a big
Performance
apple chomp at the end.
time.
Candy Apples. Bam, bam,
Where
bam,
the
bam,
fuck
bam.
were we? Oh, okay. It's giving PE parachute with the skirt. Because the child, like,
Those
has
are
the
so
skirt
fun.
on, and they're all picking it up and doing, like, this, like, thwacking the skirt thing like a parachute. And
Thwacking.
then at the end, they do that exact same thing, but the dude, like, it's not on the child anymore. She at some point like steps out of it, and then like the two girls have a moment where they're dancing by themselves, and all the boys, the skirt is like pulled up on the floor. They literally do the thing where you go like this and then you sit underneath it.
Yeah.
So
That's
like,
awesome.
they like disappear. Ooh. It's goofy as fuck.
Hello.
Holly in her talking head is like, I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool, and I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
Okay, we get to the awards.
Okay.
And
Dude,
we
the
get
Candy Apples haven't beaten the ALDC in fucking forever.
Literally forever, exactly. So we get to the solo awards, and they start with third, good sign, because there's only two of these girlies. And Abby is doing this thing when they say second place. So Melissa has, you got to go with me here, listener. Melissa has the program, and I don't know if you've seen them like write down in the program before. Do you know what they're doing? They're writing down like, okay, this soloist,
who places where, and scores.
And by scores so that they know next time they see them who beat who and whatever. Melissa has her program, and she's writing down names and scores and like doing her like popping her dance mom shit. When she says second place, Abby grips Melissa's seat, not the armrest, but like right by that woman's leg, holds onto that seat, almost like she wishes they were holding hands. It's that, or I'm like, I don't know, I don't know what's going on, and I feel like you guys should just kiss already. I don't know. It's just like so freaky and weird because there's like something there, and like I don't know. It feels like Ruby Frankie and What's Her Nuts that they were dating the whole time. The people on the internet know what I'm talking about. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just like,
I'm way too old for the internet.
Just be gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be gay about it. Who cares? Anyway, whatever. It's just like, ugh. Like, what the fuck was that? Bryn gets second and Maddie gets first.
Fucking classic.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's true.
No,
Abby's thrilled. Obviously, duh.
Yeah. Just jumping up, punching
She's
the
like,
air.
fuck yeah, dude.
Talking shit to
She looks at
Bryn's
Bridget and
mom.
she's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Or Ashley's,
yeah, I'm on
exactly.
a couple of these.
Yeah, exactly. Group awards.
You
Candy Apples
don't.
get second. They fucking choke.
Not me rooting against the children on this show.
Not you rooting for someone you openly detest.
I truly do hate her. I truly do.
Also, in the background, you can see Nia and Mackenzie wearing their sashes and their tiaras and giving out the awards. Oh, so that whole plot line about Nia being an asshole was nothing. Totally forgot that was a thing until I saw Nia doing it. I was like, oh
yeah.
Remember that time that Abby caused like a stink about that? Oh, wait, no one cares. Everything was fine.
You're right.
The fuck? That's so stupid.
Yes.
Whatever. The ALDC gets first, obviously. The moms from both teams, like West Side Story, like run up on each other in the hallway as they do like every time. Kathy, silent. The moms are like throwing these like, throwing bones of like, hey, like come on, like to volley back, silent.
Dang.
Sitting there feeling very uncomfortable, and Jill is like, "Where's your megaphone?" Kind of funny.
Don't you mean Bullhorn Jill?
Yeah, you should, because that's what
moron.
that is. Whatever. Kathy says, well, y'all are technically down 3 real dancers. That hurts. She's talking about the Highlands and Chloe. That is under the belt, or below the belt, Kathy. And then she says, don't you feel like those of you who have been here since the beginning are being phased out? She's like, you're missing 3 of your original team members, and I'm pretty sure I saw Kendall and Nia standing in the back. Kathy!
That is cutting.
My bitch.
That's how you come back,
God, I
actually.
love her. She shuts them shits down.
That's one of the
quick.
first times she's actually said something that wasn't totally fucking stupid.
It's like it's not a baseless accusation, it's based.
Right, that's
like,
what makes it so good.
And Jill is like, well, I don't really care because we're winners and my daughter's dancing with winners and that's what matters and whatever. And Bridget calls out Kathy in front of everybody.
Oh.
She like says something kind of sassy and Kathy's like, who are you talking to like that?
Who
like
the
whatever.
fuck are you talking to?
And the Candy Apples dance moms like walk away and Jill yells after them, go eat your tea and crumpets, bitch, which I don't understand.
I don't either.
Is it like because Kathy's
not British?
No, but Kathy is like pretty rude about like wealth, where she'll be like, "Oh, is that a knockoff?" Or like, oh, you're like cheap shoes or whatever. So
Right.
maybe she's saying like, oh, she thinks she's the Queen of England. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't get it.
Go eat your tea and crumpets, bitch, is incredible.
Bitch,
also, you don't
yeah.
eat tea, so
Yeah,
there's
also
that.
true. Also true.
Oh, God.
Then in the Candy Apple's green room, Kathy dismisses Lucas and Bridget. She's like, your attitude out there just now, sneaking around, you don't give a shit about the team anyway, goodbye. Pack your bags.
Damn.
You sashay away. And there's like a little bit of a fight, sort of. Bridget and Lucas go out into the hallway, and Bridget tells him, like, you need to go inside and tell Kathy that you're glad that she cut you because you were going to quit anyway. And Lucas goes, I'm not doing that.
Right. Oh, don't. Oh, that's such a shitty fucking thing to tell your child to do.
And she's like, you need to stand up for yourself.
That's not standing up for yourself.
And Lucas is like, they are all super mean to me all the time, and I'm tired of it. I'm not wasting my breath.
Yeah. Also, that's not standing up for yourself.
Yeah.
That's being shitty and making excuses. That's
Right.
deflecting.
Exactly. We cut back into the interior of the Candy Apple's green room, and we hear like, and it's heels of moms like speed running up behind Kathy. It's Jill and Melissa, and they steal Kathy's megaphone and run away. Her bullhorn and run away.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's pretty funny. And they get it, and they're like, we won, you're a loser. You know, actually like kind of
That's
funny.
remarkable.
It's pretty funny. And Jill, her talking, it says, it wasn't very nice, but we did it anyway.
It's so devious.
Period, a little bit, unfortunately. Abby tells Bryn being second to Maddie is still really good. Don't know if any other child has ever received that feedback ever. It would be like, you should beat her, but...
Oh, wait, Abby said that?
Abby said that.
Oh, what? I thought her mom said that.
No, Abby was like, well, you did really well. You were second to Maddie. Huh?
I think Kendall said that. Was told that once, actually.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Annoying. And Abby's like, well, Bryn's not going to be with us next week because she has to make some arrangements. You know, she's been away from home for a while, you know, whatever. But if you come back to Pittsburgh, I'd be happy to work with you again. Whatever.
So
And
not
then-
the new Maddie.
Right. So, and then Mackenzie goes, I have a question. Why is this in here? And it's the bullhorn. And like, she's found it. And Maddie and Mackenzie have the most older sister, younger sister interaction with it I've ever seen.
Give me that. No.
No. Mackenzie takes it to Maddie. Maddie goes like this, and Maddie's holding it. And Mackenzie leans over and presses the siren button. And Maddie like makes a face and is like trying to shut it off and can't like take a second to like find the button.
That's awesome.
And then Mackenzie takes it and whips it up, and she starts yelling into it about how the candy apples are a bunch of losers. And Maddie like plugs her ears and like gets really scared. Like, that's literally it. That's
so cute. That's so
it.
funny.
It was really sweet. I watched that scene like 4 or 5 times. It was really sweet. And then that's like kind of it.
You hold on. We've been complaining a lot about commercials lately. I
skipped over them a bunch.
one time.
I skipped over them.
Dang. Shannon still batting 1,000, dog.
Yeah, it's true. I set him up once, and he got the one. He's 1 for 1 for this episode.
Hey, I'll take it.
I'm nervous about next week because it starts with all of the girls reading off of note cards the things that JoJo could improve on
Fuck.
to her face.
No.
And JoJo is crying a lot.
No.
So I have in all caps, no way we are not doing the roast of JoJo Siwa next week. So not feeling great about that team.
Ugh.
Not gonna lie. Speaking of next week, me and Mr. Man over here are not gonna put out an episode next week because we're both gonna be out of town for Labor Day weekend. So I'm sorry.
Various shenanigans.
What?
One of my league mates actually just
I have to pee so bad.
texted me.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. You're like, speaking of that, I was like, what the fuck is Grant?
What's your song of the week?
My song of the... Oh, no, I closed it.
Kind of a boring episode, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
Sorry.
panicking. No, that ending was so
like,
funny.
It was like kind of silly, goofy, but like compared to the shit that we were doing in LA, it was like kind of not a nothing episode. That's not true, but like pretty par for the course. Like nothing.
Well,
crazy.
we're finally back to normal episodes.
I know. Yeah, I was like, I'm ready for someone to like, question their will to live. You know what I mean? Like that show is so insane
something.
now. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So going back to my middle of the pyramid, my song of the week is Steal My
Hello?
Steal My Sunshine by LEN. Yep.
Nice. My song of the week, it was just kind of like a random pick. I was listening to a bunch of audiobooks and podcasts this week, so I wasn't really on my music shit like that. But one of the songs that's just always in rotation all the time is the song Cry Baby by Megan Thee Stallion. It's a great song. His friends and his dad hate me. I broke his little heart, he a crybaby. Great song. The end.
Add to playlist.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of shit to talk about music. I mean, I do love Megan Thee Stallion.
Obviously.
Very slay. I don't know. I just didn't really listen. I listened to a Chance the Rapper exclusively last week.
Right.
And then this week I was trying to get through a couple of speaking things, like an audiobook, a new podcast, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really listening to music like that. But never fear. I'm sure I'll find something to hyperfixate on soon enough. You know?
Hell yeah.
No new episode next week. Gonna take a break for Labor Day. Write us an email if you feel like it. Our email is thepyramidpodcast@gmail.com. Tell us your thoughts, feelings, and opinions about literally everything. If you want to talk about Drag Race, email your opinions about Drag Race. Do not DM them to the group account. Eli will see them and then he'll be sad. You can follow us on Instagram at The Pyramid Pod. You can follow us independently. That one is at Eli_farmer_. I'm at NotAmandaB_. Follow us on TikTok if you feel like it, at The Pyramid Pod. It's just like clips of the show. Nothing crazy. And follow Eli for cake and dog pics. Follow me for nasty gal content. I haven't said that in a while. But hey, what?
I don't know what I was going to say.
We're talking about TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Do you repost on TikTok? Yeah. Is that a thing? Yeah, do that and make us famous.
DM me on, no. Well, I mean, that if you want to. But I also repost other people's content on TikTok. So people make fan edits of Dr. Holly. I'm reposting that shit. If you send me a fan cam of Dr. Holly to the song Breaking Dishes by Rihanna in the background, I'm going to repost it.
Let's go.
I'm only human at the end of the day. You know? I guess that's it, dude. The end. Love you bad. Be safe. Have great vagina. Thank you so much for... Oh, good night, Alyssa. Good luck on your finals. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Sure.
Bow, bow, bow.
Right.
Bow, ba, da, ba, da, bow.
Right.